Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Atiba. Today we're going to stew some pumpkin. We're going to start off with a pot here, some oil that I've had over about a medium heat, heating up. I'm going to add a white onion into this. All right, that's a whole large white onion, some minced garlic. Okay, watch my temperature because I don't want this too high. I don't want it to cook too fast. We're just going to saute this up nice and good right here. Very, very simple. Now, again, we're stewing pumpkin today. Okay, can y'all see that? Yep, there it is. Now, every culture calls this different. I grew up calling it pumpkin. Came to the States and learned that people from South America call it, I think, calabaza. Everybody around the world has a slightly different name for it. The thing I love is it's super healthy and it's super easy to cook, and I'm going to show you that today. So this is really the hardest part right here, to be honest with you. Sauteing onions is literally the hardest part of cooking this. So what I did earlier is I took a piece of pumpkin like this, and this is how I buy it in the store. I always buy the cut pumpkin in the store because I want to see it before I buy it. I want to make sure I can touch the inside of it and it's firm. Should not be soft or jelly-like at all. Nice and firm. And I got it home, and then I just cut the rind off and then chopped it down into little pieces like this. Okay? That's it. That's exactly what I did. Alright? So it's been a couple minutes here. The onions are starting to get a little bit translucent. I like it. I like it. Smelling fantastic in here. There's nothing like sauteing onions and garlic just for flavor, man. Just like the smell that this gives off just makes you it makes at least me makes me hungry. Alright. So got that there. Then to that, I've got all my pumpkin that I chopped up already. And I'm literally just going to throw all of this into the pan. Just like that. Into the pan, all of that goes. Kind of spread it out a little bit. There, y'all see that? Okay. Now, I'm going to add some black pepper to this. Alright, so we're talking, it's probably about 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now some salt. About a teaspoon and a half of salt. Then to that I'm going to shake in some thyme leaves. Okay, thyme leaves. And then lastly, well actually almost lastly, 2 more ingredients. Brown sugar. Now, dark brown sugar, light brown sugar, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'm going to add in some brown sugar in here. Just like this. Add my brown sugar in. Perfect. And lastly, some water. Now, I'm going to date myself. And y'all remember these? These are old school Slurpee cups, man. John Cena style. What? So this is just some warm water. I'm just going to pour in here. And I'm pouring just enough water to kind of coat the bottom just a little bit. Okay, so it's not a ton of water. I don't want my knife. I want the spatula. And then I'm just going to move the pumpkin around, make sure that the water gets distributed nicely in there. I'm not even going to worry about the brown sugar melting in because it's going to do that on its own. So this is it. It's literally all it takes to cook this. It's on medium heat. I'm going to cover this down. Okay, I'm on a medium. Cover this down. I'm going to let this go for about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back and check in 10 minutes and show y'all what it looks like after 10 minutes. See you shortly. All right, welcome back. It's been 10 minutes and I'm about to open and check on my pumpkin. You can see how it's bubbling and smoking up real nice. That's what I want to see here. Open that thing up. Oh, look at that. Look at this nice bubble going on here. Now, what we're looking for is, as the pumpkin cooks, it's going to get soft, okay? And that's really what we're waiting on at this point. And it's just a matter of time, just being patient. I'm just going to move it around, make sure there isn't anything sticking. Y'all can see this here, yep. So, remember we put that, what was that, the sugar in the middle. I said, don't worry about it, it's going to melt in and meld in. Boom, sugar is gone. It has done just that. Okay, so now when I press on this piece of pumpkin here, you can see it's not cooked yet. Not a problem. You know, if I turn it over and press, it's a little softer. It's getting there. All right. We want to give it another 10 minutes or so, and we'll come back and check this again in another 10 minutes, and it should be actually almost done by then. Probably need another 5 minutes or so after that, but we'll come back and check it again in 10 minutes and see how it's doing. See you then. Okay, everybody, so it's been 10 more minutes, and I'm going to check on my pumpkin again. Oh, look at that. Now, this is what we're looking for right here. Put that down. This is almost to the point of cooked down. And the thing that I love about pumpkin, I told you at the top, that lots of nutrition, right? See this? See when you press them? Yeah, this is done. This is perfect. Lots of nutrition here. Good source of fiber, great source of iron, vitamin E, and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. Now, I add a little bit of the sugar, as you saw in here, because it makes it a little sweeter. But, you know, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Remember that old thing? Well, this is how I get my kids to eat it. If I was just making it for me, I wouldn't have used the sugar. Definitely not nearly as much sugar. And I may have used some cumin instead. Okay? A lot less sweet dish, a little bit more savory. But when I'm feeding the kids, I'm going to add that sugar in there to make sure that they eat it. But I want you to see this here. Now, you've seen every time that I've opened this pot. See how that's cooked down right there? That's what you're looking for. That right there. That is absolutely perfect. Nice and soft and tender. Okay?